What up, family? Ghetto News Reporter Mary Dash, Twin American Lee. Today is Sexy Saturday in my city, Chicago, March 27, 2021. So they say. I'm at my trap building, 6210 South Kembaugh Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60637, apartment 38. About to give you the word today, which is 1 Timothy chapter 4, 5, and 6. Now, I flipped the Bible a couple of days ago to those chapters or whatever, but I had done it before and I had wrote a little markings in my Bible or whatever and stuff. I'll get to that, but I didn't remember they was talking about money or whatever and stuff like that in chapter 6, and money being the root of all evil. I don't remember everything and stuff. I'm under a lot of pressure and public scrutiny and things of that nature and stuff. I'm a very controversial person to some people, but I want people to know that I don't get a whole lot of money for your troubles. So therefore, keep your troubles and your jealous ass thoughts to yourself. I'm your ghetto news reporter. You got to remember that I am not a saint and not trying to be. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get a word to the people who might be lost, confused, and never had the right guidance to, get them through another day. Someone that might be feeling suicidal or, lost and abandoned, they might come across this video and realize that I too felt that way and still do to this day, and I'm almost 54 years of age. At least that's what they told me. May 25th, 1967 is the year I was born, but at the age of 6, 1973 is when they put me in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper, and now I know why. Because they said the Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth. Now, I got this Bible right here that I'm reading out of, and that I will read out of, I should say, at this church in my city, Chicago, in Uptown, called the People's Church. And if you look up at the top of the People's Church, that's located on Lawrence, right off of Sheridan, going towards the lake, eastbound that would be, you will see 525 engraved in the church. Now, that same church put me out because, I used to go there and get my little $5 McDonald's card and, listen to the word. But because they are on some sinister stuff and they realize that I am woke now to what they are doing to me as far as railroading me, throwing me under the bus, having people, attack me so they can continue to deceive the people, they have since put me out that church for no apparent reason other than me showing up, and they have to pretty much I guess change their way of thinking. They cannot, deceive the people if somebody's there in the midst, I guess. So this is what it boils down to. People see me and they be like, oh, you fucking up the program. No, you messed it up when you started it, trying to program me and my people. Now, I said I was in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper, right? Because I stood up for myself in 1973 at the age of 6. Now, this Bible that I just showed you, that I got from the People's Church before they kicked me out. Don't forget basic instruction before leaving Earth. That's what it stands for. If you look closely, it is copywritten in 1973. The first copyright was 1973. See, left-hand people copyright right-handed people. Marsha Bruce Mathers III is left-handed. Oprah Winfrey left-handed. My ex-girlfriend LaWanda Joy Jacobs was left-handed. Barack Obama was left-handed. So, when my foster mother, Betty Jean Redmond, asked me at the age of whatever it was, you understand what I'm saying, when I was writing with my left hand, why are you writing with your left hand when you know you're a right-handed person? I said, if something happened to my right hand, I still want to be able to write. I thought that was common sense and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? That's why God gave you two hands, just in case something happened. You understand? But what if you don't have any hands? Then some people write with their feet. You understand what I'm saying? Some people just talk about it or whatever and stuff. So I didn't realize the sinister question behind what she was saying, because she must have known. And the devil always knows, just like Immortal Technique said in his song, Dance with the Devil. The devil always knows ahead of time what's going on and stuff. So it doesn't surprise me that the copyright of this book, Bible, you understand what I'm saying, is 1973, 1978, 1984, when I gave Oprah Winfrey my child abuse rap at the age of 17 in 1984. You got to remember, 1977, Roots came on TV in 1977. So the copywritten is 1973, 1978, after 1977. You understand what I'm saying? When Roots came out in 1984, when I gave Oprah Winfrey my child abuse rap at the age of 17. And the last one is 2011, which means maybe they need to, update this Bible or whatever, because I'm going to read the Daily Bread a little bit for you and stuff for real. It talks about Galatians chapter 3, 26 through 29. You can read the whole, chapter of Galatians. And nothing happens in this world by mistake, because it also talks about 1 Timothy chapter 6. And I didn't know that. You understand what I'm saying? And nothing happens in this world by mistake, and the Spirit don't lie. So basically it says, from the Daily Bread, it says, so in Christ Jesus, you are all children of God through faith. And it says hosting royalty. Okay? Let's run it down. It says, after meeting the Queen of England at a ball in Scotland, Sylvia and her husband received a message that the royal family would like to visit them for tea. Sylvia started cleaning and prepping, nervous about hosting the royal guests. Before they were due to arrive, she went outside to pick some flowers for the table. Her heart racing. Then she sensed God reminding her that He's the King of Kings and that He's with her every day. Immediately, she felt peaceful and thought, after all, it's only the Queen. Sylvia is right. As the Apostle Paul noted, God is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. 1 Timothy chapter 6 and 15. Now, you got to remember, I didn't know I was going to flip the Bible a couple of days ago or whatever to 1 Timothy 4, 5, and 6. And I circled chapter 6. And here I go talking about chapter 6, 1 Timothy. It goes on to say, and those who follow him are children of God. Then it's got Galatians chapter 3 and 26. When we belong to Christ, we're heirs of Abraham, verse 29. We no longer are bound by divisions such as that of race, social class, or gender. For we're all once in Christ Jesus, verse 28. We are children of the King. Although Sylvia and her husband had a marvelous meal with the Queen, I don't anticipate receiving an invitation from her anytime soon. But I love the reminder that the highest King of all is with me every moment, and that those who believe in Jesus wholeheartedly, verse 27, can live in unity knowing they're God's children. How could holding on to this truth shape the way we live today? What does it mean to you to be an heir of Abraham? Who could you invite others? Oh, my fault. How could you invite others to become part of the family? King of Kings and Lord of Lords, you are mighty and glorious. Thank you for stopping down to love me. Or my fault, stooping down to love me, and for welcoming me as your child. Okay, I'm not perfect. You have to excuse me, but I try my best and stuff, and that's all that is required to be a ML-MACK, a believer in a power greater than yourself. That's the problem. A lot of people try to be perfect. We are not perfect, and I'm glad sometimes I mess up to show you that I'm not perfect either. So I'm only human, and I have feelings, emotions, and people try to, play with both, and I'm not a saint. I'm not there yet to allow you to, just do me any kind of way. Now, I know a lot of people look at my videos and they act like they don't know me, and when they see me, that's when I know they have seen my video, or somebody has told them about me or something like that, and probably bad-mouthed me or whatever case may be, or something you didn't like in the video, rubbed you the wrong way. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here to really do anything to appease you. I'm trying to do this for myself. And if you just so happen to get something out of it, hey, that's the gift, I guess. You understand what I'm saying? But this is my story. I'm telling the truth. And if you don't like it, I understand, they probably pay you to, get on my nerves and stuff. That's your job. But at the same time, remember, I'm not going to, lower my standards any longer to raise yours. You're going to have to fight like I'm fighting for myself. You understand what I'm saying? Just keep your hands to yourself and, show me what kind of game you got. Step your game up. Because if you ain't using this, you ain't got no power over me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a very intellectual type person, and I like thinking and like stimulating my mind, and I like, you know, doing everything except fighting. If I have to fight at the last minute, you can best believe I am going to snap, crack, and pop. Now, um, so hopefully it won't get to that because I've been through that before. Now, so I was, reading 1 Timothy 4, 5, and 6. And, they got to chapter 6 where it says, all who are under the yoke of slavery should consider their masters worthy of full respect. They say they got the money and the power. Now, where's the respect? It says, so that God's name and our teachings may not be slandered. Our teachings. So it's just a book that they wrote to try to keep me what? To make me a slave. Kanye West said slavery is a choice. I choose not to be a slave. Okay. Then it goes on to talk about false teachers and the love of money and stuff. This is all chapter 6 I'm coming out of, or whatever, 1 Timothy. And at the top, I added it up. 95 plus 2 is 97, which is my sobriety year. And the month and day, December 25th, that Jesus supposed to have been born. People say, well, how was he born? And it was, cold around that time. Well, God changed the weather anytime my higher power want to. I was born in May, and it was snowed in May 1967. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, Google it for real. So, can't just believe everything people say or whatever and stuff. Now, do some research for yourself. So when they talk about money and stuff like that, read it for yourself. I'll put it in the description. But I want to say this. I had got my Social Security after I gave my story to Oprah again in 1995 with my voice added to the Sound of Music and my voice added to the I Have a Dream, Martin Luther King or Archibald Carey Jr. You understand? Whoever came up with the I Have a Dream speech first, that's up for, grabs. You can figure that out on your own. Either way, I gave my voice to her, to the Sound of Music, and to that, I Have a Dream speech and stuff. And they knew my potentials and things of that nature or whatever. And then, they put me on a psych ward because, of course, they thought I was crazy as usual. And I got out, and then they put me someplace else. It wasn't really a psych ward environment or whatever and stuff, but it was just a place, I guess, to kind of monitor to see if I was ready to go back into society or whatever the case may be, just to, kind of, critique me and stuff. And I remember my ex-girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, Donna Marie Evans, the Italian stallion and a banker and a real estate agent or whatever and stuff. And, a gold digger, I'm not gonna lie, she had put me on Social Security or whatever and stuff. And this time, I think I was getting like almost $400 a month. I don't even get $800 a month if you just want to be nosy. You understand what I'm saying? I said, hey, bring me my Social Security check or whatever and stuff. And, she brought it to me in cash or whatever and stuff. And some told me to put it on the mantle of my, the place I was staying, the room I was in and stuff. And it was this Hispanic guy or whatever and stuff, cleaning up the room or whatever and stuff. And something told me to just leave, just walk out. And then when he leave, go back in. And do you know he did not leave me $1? Not $1. Now, yesterday, it was a Hispanic guy fixing the light outside my door. You understand what I'm saying? Because of my Social Security check, because every time I get arrested or whatever, either I have some money. The last time in 2016, I had my Social Security check. I never even cashed it. The police stole that. Now, the Hispanic guy was outside my door yesterday and stuff, fixing the light. I put 2 requests in to fix this glass in my window or whatever that somebody broke on purpose or whatever. They have yet to fix that. They do still kill and destroy. You understand what I'm saying? Hispanics are not my friend. I've tried them several times to see, you understand what I'm saying, if they were, and, they don't appreciate me and the fact that, I was there for them when, they couldn't even be there for themselves or whatever and stuff. So to the Hispanics, I'm not the problem. You the problem and stuff. Would a man rob God? You didn't leave me not $1. And I know what I'm talking about. So when it comes to money, you understand what I'm saying? People, don't let money, mess your head up and stuff. And the fact that Cardi B is #1, now that ought to tell you something. Because she's robbing y'all blind. Peace.